There's a reason certain drinks feel like certain people. A gin and tonic cuts through the noise with crisp efficiency. A hot chai latte wraps you in warmth and whispers, "You're safe." And a sparkling mocktail? That's the friend who can turn a Tuesday into a celebration without the hangover. Here's the twist. The drink you gravitate toward, and the vibe it brings to a room, often mirrors your personality type. Some types are timeless classics, some are creative remixes, and some, they're the limited edition seasonal flavor you never saw coming but can't stop talking about. Today we're pairing all 16 MBTI personality types with their drink counterparts, alcoholic and non-alcoholic options, exploring what each one evokes, when you'll want them by your side, and why they fit the moment perfectly. If you love clever, accurate MBTI breakdowns with a dash of humor and a splash of real-life usefulness, hit like, tap subscribe, and drop your type in the comments. Because here, we don't just talk personality, we pour it over ice, add a garnish, and serve it with style. Ready to see your signature sip? Let's begin. These four are the backbone of any gathering. They show up on time, bring order to chaos, and somehow keep the evening classy even when the playlist goes off the rails. The ISTJ is a classic old-fashioned, precise, unfussy, and deeply reliable. You won't catch them sprinkling edible glitter on a drink or reinventing the wheel. They value tradition. The orange peel is trimmed just so, the bitters measured with care, and the result tastes exactly the way it should. It's a drink that says, "You're in capable hands." Non-alcoholic counterpart? Black coffee, strong, straightforward, and built for endurance. The ISTJ brings the same energy to a wedding rehearsal, a work celebration, or a living room toast. Steady, grounded, and comfortingly consistent. If the event needs momentum, the ESTJ is the whiskey highball. Clean, efficient, pleasantly carbonated leadership. It's approachable enough for the whole table, but assertive enough to set the tone. The fizz is their rallying cry. Here's the plan, here's the cheers, now let's go. For the non-drinkers, think iced Americano, purposeful, brisk, and ready to power through a full itinerary. ESTJs don't sip for aesthetics, they sip for outcomes. The INTJ is a Negroni, complex, elegant, and quietly potent. Bitters, vermouth, gin. A trio in precise harmony, engineered for depth. It's not for everyone, by design. But the ones who get it, get it. The glass sweats intellectual confidence and that "I knew this bar before it was cool" aura. Non-alcoholic twin? Unsweetened matcha. Ceremonial, intentional, minimal sugar, maximum focus. It's a calculated move that says, "I'm optimizing my evening." The ENTJ is a champagne cocktail. Classic bubbles with a strategic twist. Angostura-soaked sugar cube, hit of citrus, audacious sparkle. It's a power move that still feels like a celebration. They toast to results, then make more of them. Zero-proof equivalent? Espresso tonic. Ambitious, bright, and buzzing with leadership. If there's a keynote or a proposal later, the ENTJ will already be holding the mic. The planners brought structure and polish. Now the heart steps in. These next four pour meaning into every glass and turn a drink into a memory. Their warmth, their nuance, they're the soft landing at the end of a long day. The ISFJ is hot cocoa, comfort in a mug, topped with whipped cream and a quietly perfect marshmallow. It's the drink you forget how much you needed until your shoulders finally drop. They bring hospitality to a holiday party, thoughtfulness to a backyard fire pit, and a sense that you're being looked after. Non-alcoholic option? A vanilla steamer, gentle, nostalgic, and absolutely non-chaotic. With ISFJs, even the glassware feels cared for. INFJs pair with Pinot Noir. Layered, contemplative, and full of subtle notes you only notice if you slow down. It asks for conversation that matters and invites you into a quieter room where feelings are welcome. For a non-alcoholic companion, spiced chai latte, aromatic, soulful, and ritualistic. With INFJs, drinks become a sanctuary, a moment of meaning in a noisy night. The ISFP is a rosé spritz, light, photogenic, and more complex than the pastel suggests. It's sunset in a glass, perfect for rooftop evenings and art show openings where you accidentally stay all night. Zero proof version, strawberry lemonade made from real fruit, beautifully garnished. ISFPs curate experiences you can taste and remember. The INFP is a lavender gin fizz, dreamy, slightly whimsical, and tender enough to make you sigh. There's imagination in the floral notes and sincerity in the foam. Non-alcoholic match? Blueberry basil mocktail, a little fairy tale in a Collins glass. INFPs bring the kind of hope that pairs with candlelight and long, honest talks. The feelers poured heart into the room. Now it's time to shake things up. These next 4 types arrive with energy, motion, and at least 3 new plans for the after-party. Charismatic, kinetic, and occasionally chaotic. Every gathering remembers them. The ESTP is a spicy marg, bold salt rim, fresh lime, jalapeno heat. They say, let's try it, before the question's fully asked, and somehow make risk feel like good judgment. Perfect for rooftop Fridays, beach days, and winning another round you didn't know you entered. Skip the tequila? Lime and jalapeno soda. All the spark, none of the fog. The ESTP is the friend you text when the night needs to become a story. The ESFP is frosé, cold, glittering, and the reason the patio is suddenly packed. They turn birthdays into festivals and ordinary evenings into reels you'll rewatch for weeks. Non-alcoholic twin? Pineapple coconut mocktail. Vacation in a glass, garnish like it's their job. ESFPs bring a party people actually want to attend. The ENTP is a bourbon smash. Refreshing chaos with a brain. Mint, lemon, muddled fruit, and a persuasive argument about why it's superior to your favorite drink. They experiment, improvise, and will swap your seat mid-conversation to debate from another angle. Zero proof vibe? Craft cola with citrus and crushed mint. Nostalgia hacked by innovation. ENTPs are proof that curiosity is a social skill. The ENFP is an Aperol Spritz, effervescent, sunny, and disarmingly sincere. They'll hand you a glass and somehow also hand you optimism. Picnics, engagement parties, we did it gatherings, this is their arena. Prefer no alcohol? Sparkling elderflower lemonade, golden, floral, and generous. ENFPs are the confetti cannon the heart was waiting for. We've sprinted through the glitter. Now for the types who steady the room, adjust the dimmer switch, and make sure all the cables are plugged in. The vibe doesn't just happen, they make it happen. Practical, connective, and quietly essential. Their drinks do what they promise and then some. The ISTP is a gin and tonic. Clean lines, crisp finish, and quietly exacting standards. No fuss, impeccable ratios, ice like crystal. They're the person fixing the Bluetooth speaker and rebuilding the wobbly bar stool between sips. Non-alcoholic match? Cucumber soda with lime. Refreshing competence. ISTPs don't announce themselves, they improve things. The INTP is Amaro and soda. Thoughtful, bitter, buoyant sparkle, and an aftertaste that makes you think. It's a contemplative drink for patio philosophy and midnight problem solving. Zero proof alternative? Cold brew over ice with an orange peel twist. Unexpectedly harmonious. INTPs love the puzzle of flavor as much as the flavor itself. The ENFJ is a French 75. Champagne, gin, lemon. Bright and elegant with a celebratory heart. They raise glasses, lift moods, and somehow make introductions that become friendships. Going alcohol-free? Honey citrus tea. Warmth that travels the room. ENFJs are hosts even when they're guests, linking everyone into one conversation. The ESFJ is sangria, fruit-laden, shareable, and best in a big pitcher in the middle of the table. They coordinate snacks, take photos, and send you the album before you've kicked off your shoes. Non-alcoholic counterpart? Mulled apple cider, spiced, welcoming, and guaranteed to make the house smell like home. With ESFJs, no one leaves empty-handed or unappreciated. Enjoy what fits you and your moment. Drink responsibly and keep it classy. Many of these drinks have excellent non-alcoholic versions, and vibes are 100% BYO. Hydrate, eat, and know your limits. Choosing a mocktail doesn't make you less fun, it makes tomorrow better. So, what's your signature sip? Are you the old-fashioned at the corner of the bar, the Aperol Spritz on the balcony, or the mulled cider making the whole room exhale? Drop your MBTI type and your go-to drink in the comments. And if we got you perfectly or hilariously wrong, tell us your dream pairing. If you laughed, felt seen, or just added 3 new drinks to your notes app, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We post MBTI deep dives every week, mixing psychology, storytelling, and just enough flavor to keep life interesting. Because here, we don't just sort people into types. We toast to who you are, and the moments that make you, you. Now raise your glass, whatever's in it, and I'll see you in the next one.